Hi and welcome back to MK Sportscars, guys. Back in the workshop. I would say the sun's shining, but it's not. It's raining and it's miserable, but hopefully that's going to be changing in the next couple of days and we'll be able to do some more test drives on things like this. Really, this is the car we've been speaking about. It's been built. It's the Sport 200. Had some changes since last time we spoke. First thing is, we spoke about the gold wheels. They're now on the vehicle in this antique gold with the black. I really like it, guys. I think it looks killer. And also we've put this carbon stripe on here, so it's like black on black. It's hard to see probably on the camera, but it actually looks really strong in person here, so to speak, should we say. That's turned out really nice. Next job is, now that we've put all the stripe on, put the grills in. So we got the mesh grills to go in there. That'll finish it off nicely, button that all up. Everything else is buttoned up really. Everything's sort of working now technology wise, you know, it's running, it's doing its thing. All the dashes in, all the switches, these all light up. Odometer's still on 0,000 miles, as we see there. So these all nice, light up, etc. You know, do the fog lights, reverse lights and everything else. All really nice. Buttoned up here with a nice, all matching. You've got the tunnel top and the dashboard in carbon vinyl with the basically the seat pads, and then we've just got the boot cover, and the cage has now gone on the car, looking really strong. Gotta say, black on black with these gold wheels. The customer's still debating. What do you think, guys? Maybe a gold pinstripe to outline this. He's still not sure. He's going to live with it for a little bit and then consider it or not. He's not sure, but should we have a look under here? Let's see what's going on. Let's look under the Sport 200 here on the bonnet. So still a little bit of detailing to do under here still, because it's got to finish off some bits. So chassis plate's got to go on and clean it up, and a little bit of sprucing under the engine bay, but generally, and the exhaust link pipe and silencer bits got to go on there. But we've had that off this morning, mainly to put the side stripe bits on. That's the reason, so we take it off to make it life a bit easier. But yeah, we try to keep it clean and minimal. Nothing's going on the bulk here. That's it. That's how you see it. Super clean. Everything else is tucked under. The header tank, oil catch tanks, all tucked under. You've got your little dipstick in here for your booster engine. Sump system is done, really good idea. Everything else is nice, clean, neat and tidy. So there's a few bits to button up ready for IVA, but not really much more. Got to fix this bit down, which is for your cover for the steering column, and a couple of little bits, but that's how basically a booster engine looks. We like them super clean, nice clean bulkheads, everything's accessible. Got a couple of little screws to take off, and you have full access to the electrics as well. So yeah, I like it clean and sharp. Right, moving over next, we've got the Dax Rush with the Hayabusa turbocharged engine. We spoke about it the other week. We've still got some pipe works to change here. It's a temporary put in here, but the main thing we're doing was dropping all the plenum down lower. We've added in these support brackets here as well to clamp this on, because under boost this could quite easily pop off. So we've got these left hand right hand thread arms that tighten up and pulls it in on both sides here to pull that plenum and tuck it all in nice and neat and tidy. And the good thing is that all this now fits under. That's very neatly done, very neatly tidy, fits under the bonnet. And then what we've managed to do now is, because this before used to stick out, we've now got the scoop also all fitted on to the car there. We've got some countersunk screws in here for now, because I think eventually this is going to be painted to match as well rather than the aluminium, but that's all on. Looks really neat, and when it fits on the car, really neat and tidy. You've got a nice sort of cold air feed driving it across it as well, and the cold air feed intake is here anyway, so it's before the rad, so you're not going to have any issues there. So temperatures have certainly be helped with cooling that. Got the flared sides all fitted. They're on with their final fit and done now. Again, that's cleaned that whole side up here. Didn't have any pipe work sticking out the side. Got the LED lights all fitted from last time. So yeah, a little bit more detailing to do. Bonnet final fitment to do on that, just on the underside there. A bit of trimming to do underneath, but most of it's done now. It's just checking clearances. We've trimmed the bigger hole out here. Josie's done a good job of that, trimmed it all off nicely, just to make sure we clear everything under there, because before it was touching, let's keep that on that pad, it was touching on this throttle linkage, which was causing an abrasion. So we've put a 90-degree throttle linkage in there as well. A couple of things to do. Unfortunately it's raining, but the next thing is really to test drive it, make sure she's good, because it's got a flat shifter, make sure that is, because it had a couple of little issues with the strain gauge, is quite loose. So we've tightened all that up to make sure that will be good. So yeah, Mag's looking strong, and anything with, I mean, booster's bonkers, but turbo, sold ticket. Gonna run through a couple of quick other cars in here. The MA Rush, that's already prepped now for IVA. It's got a couple of little tweaks to do, but it was in, Terry from Born Racing was helping with this one because it's got Cyvex ECU on this, and he is really our go-to guy, helps with any side of that kind of things, especially with this type of thing. He's only up the road from us now, and he's getting a rolling road all in, everything installed up there, which will be great. He's just up the corner. And this Rush is just doing the emissions. We're getting that dialed in. It's got the M3 engine in now, E46 M3. Bit of a tricky thing. Would I ever do that and put that in? Recommend to do that again? Definitely not. The little Striker, that's all ready now. That's done, prepped for IVA. So that's good to go. We're just waiting on a date. We've got the grey car here as well. This is all ready and prepped. Got two little jobs just remaining on this, but the application's in. That's also going for IVA. And this one as well is also prepped and ready to go for IVA. Again, just 2 or 3 little jobs to do, which is simple stuff before, but the applications are in. So you'll see these over the next few weeks all go off. And probably Norwich, that will be up to IVA. Now, if you're looking for cars for sale, don't forget we've still got the Cup 200, that's up for sale. We've got the Mach 1. We're talking about the Mach 1. I'd love to have shown you the stripes, but we had to get it back to the customer. So, Lewis, send some pictures up. Now, that's it with the red stripe on. Car looks great with a red stripe on, and that car is for sale. So if you need to know more details, we will put it up on the website, but hook us up, phone call, email, we can put you in touch with the customer. Don't forget also, final one, the CBR 1000RR in the Golf Blue, that's still for sale. So if you want to get out there, because the range is going to stop anytime soon, and you want to get yourself out on the road or track, they're all available, instant gratification, because this one, unfortunately, is now sold. So the RX-5 140, that's sold, but if you want to know information about them, you're thinking about building a kit or doing something at home or sourcing a car, because we may have coming in a turbo RX-5 which runs about 250, 260 horsepower. We've had a customer make inquiries about us selling for that. So if you do, get yourself in on the list, give us your details, and if it comes in here we can put you in touch and come down and have a look when it arrives in the workshop. So it's an RX-5 turbo, and it's running about, I think it was 260 brake. It's painted in a blue colour. I think it's like a Porsche colour. Very nice car. So that one's going to be heading in our direction as well. Right, one of the last little jobs that we got to, Neil was working on this one for us. This customer brought in a Caterham SV immobiliser issue. He's managed to solve that. Basically, it wouldn't start because the immobiliser had some bad earth connections. So we sorted that out. Really quick, simple job. But that's all it's in for, really. I think that's going off to France over the weekend for a bit of a tour and a bit of a track day thing. But what it shows you the difference is a Caterham SV. Look at the size of the nose cone. Compared to ours, that's an SV nose cone width, and then you look at ours. People always say, what does it compare to Caterham? This is like a third of the size. Much slimmer looking car than the SV in terms of that, and I think it's something like 40 mil wider in the cockpit. Is what it is, but it's just difference in what they do. I think ours looks a bit slimmer and a bit more sleeker, and the SV is a bit wider, but yeah, it just gives you an idea. But yeah, it's all ready to sail over into Europe. Right, final thing, you've probably seen this, which was the race car to road car kind of thing, and we've been waiting on paint and everything else. Well, the colour's been chosen, and we've got all the panels prepped. They've all gone off into primer, waiting to come back. But the next little job to do, now we've chosen the colour, is mix the paint. And this has got an ink added into the paint. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to send off Lewis round to Essex Colours, who's local to us, and they're mixing the paint. He's going to show you and speak to Nick there and his team, show you how the paint is mixed. And then after that, once it's mixed, next week we'll show you, once the colour goes on the panels, we're going to the paint booth and show you that operation as well. So Lewis, off you go. Let's go and see Nick at Essex Colours. rolling in, the weeks are flying by, but there's a couple of events that are coming up. If you're into your racing, your motorsport, you like going and watch it. Got a couple of events coming up, very local actually, one of them, Setterton. And that's next weekend actually, it's the 11th, it's Saturday 11th with the Classic Sports Car Club. We are on the Invitational there. We've got a Cup 400 and a Cup 200 car out, so they're going to be running around in one of these and one with a supercharger on it, and have entered that little race on the Saturday there. That should be good fun at SNET. Who knows what the weather's going to bring, but that'll be fun to watch. And then the weekend after that, the 18th, it's at Silverstone actually, National Circuit. We've got the Cup 200, that's round 2 of the Cup 200 Championship. Now there should be a good 9 or 10 cars there, so if you want to go along and see some action, that's on the Saturday and the Sunday, and you fancy a little trip out, or you want to come down and see what the Cup 200 is about, you want to get involved in the race series, maybe you've got some very new drivers for the first time doing their first event. So good luck to Wayne and that, and to he's going to be out there treading the tarmac for the first time in the first ever race in the Cup 200, so I'm going to wish him well, and I'm looking forward to it. So if you want to know more about that range in the Cup 200s, hook us up with a phone call, email, or if you want to buy a car and go racing, it's already here for you. So that's it for this week, guys. I hope you like what we're doing here. If it is, give us a thumbs up. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and we will catch you. Yes.